Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live broadcast. The purpose of this is because I've been connecting to the energies recently. And as you know, if you've been watching any of my updates for this month and the past months, that the solstice we're approaching is a big, big event. So the guides have been bringing in some different ways of working with the energy. And one of those ways is to embody our I am presence using the shape of the Merkaba. And the Merkaba, if you're not familiar with it, I have one right here. It is the stellated tetrahedron. So it's two tetrahedrons that are sandwiched together and they form a beautiful star shape. Many of you have probably heard of it and perhaps even worked with it. But these tetrahedrons are incredibly expansive and they raise consciousness, raise frequency, and they help us to move into the higher dimensions. Right now, with the solstice, this energy is powerful and it's calling us and it's activating us to embody more and more of our I am presence. And that I am presence, what it is it's really your true soul essence. And it's what we came here to walk the path of. And with this energy coming in, it is activating all of our DNA and activating our consciousness to rise up to its potential. And the potential is for a full embodiment, a full awareness, once again, of our I am presence, of our soul frequency. And that hasn't happened on this planet for thousands and thousands of years. So we're moving into a really exciting time for ourselves here as humans. The embodiment of this I am energy and frequency into our awareness and into our everyday expression is something that we've been working towards for hundreds of years, but it's only now with the quality and the quantity of light that's coming into the planet that it's really been possible to make some real strides towards that embodiment and towards that expression. So when this light comes in, what happens is that naturally our DNA starts to shift and starts to match it. And because DNA is a crystalline structure, and like all crystals, it absorbs information, it stores information like a computer, and it also emits its own frequency and it emits information. So just like any crystal structure, it is a powerful way of transformation from the inside out. So considering that our DNA has its own torsion field, its own toroidal field around it, that at the very center brings together scalar energy and amplifies that energy from that 0 point at the center of our DNA, because DNA is like a tube. It's a spiral, and then at the tube, this is where the scalar energy comes in, this 0 point. And as that happens, we begin to match the energy and the frequency around us, because the DNA is always feeling into the environment. It's always energetically sampling it and bringing that information back into the body. And as it does so, it's always looking to match the energy and the frequency around it. That's why if you're in a very low frequency type of situation, or if you're watching too much news, or if you are around someone who's got a lot of anger coming out of them, or if you're feeling a lot of harsh emotions, the DNA is literally morphogenic. So it's morphing in its expression and it's morphing in the way that it behaves based on the energy that it's bathed in. So when we bathe it in these frequencies that are available right now, then it naturally responds and starts shifting in that direction. The guides have brought in a couple of really interesting different analogies recently in some sessions that I've been doing that I thought I'd share because they're kind of fun. Right now we're operating, most of us, in a you could say in the third octave or the third dimensional space. And each octave or dimensional space has frequency bands within it. So each one has at least 12, but probably many more. But it's easy to think about it as having 12 frequency bands. They showed me each one of those bands being like pancakes. And those pancakes are stacked on top of each other. So these frequency bands are stacked. So as those pancakes stack, and you can imagine yourself being, let's say, on pancake number 5, and you are very hungry and you're very curious. And so you began reading, you began learning, and you began engaging, and you began ascending in your frequency and your consciousness as you learn and as you grow and as you release density of emotions in your body and through your own karmic baggage. And as you let go of that stuff, lo and behold, you start moving up the pancakes. So let's say you're on pancake 8 now, or pancake 9, and you're still in the 3rd dimensional frequency, but you feel better. And here's what happens. When you move from 3rd to 4th reality, what happens is that you move from a system of polarity, like we're in right now, and you move into a system of unity consciousness and freedom and a feeling of oneness and connection. Now, it's not complete oneness and connection as you might feel in the upper 4th or in the lower 5th, but that's when you start to become just light and no longer physical. So the 4th is a really wonderful place to be because it's got all of the properties of the higher frequency fields, yet it still enables us to be humans, to be embodied, and to have these physical structures that we move around in and we operate from. So that's a good thing. We want to be physical in this. We incarnated to be physical, I should say. We incarnated to be part of Earth's story, and Earth is a physical being. So we're part of her ascension story. We're part of her body, and all of the elements that make up our body are from her body. So it's wonderful to maintain physicality because we learn so much, we feel so much here. We have the grandeur of the earth and nature. It's an exciting place to be. It's amazing. It can also be frightening and scary when we're in separation and we're experiencing a lot of polarity. But as we move up the pancakes, we start to feel and notice that a lot less. So there's a lot of incentive to move up through the stacks. And there's a lot of benefit to moving into these higher frequencies. It's not always easy, though. Sometimes our physical body really reacts strongly because what happens as you ascend up through the stacks is that you start to approach that place of non-duality. And as you start to experience less of the separation, what happens is the body, which is normally used to operating from the old system, your limbic system and your old reptilian brain, you could say, from the way we evolved as a human species, not just from your soul perspective, but biologically how beings evolved on this planet, which goes hand in hand with your soul evolution. That old brain is going to tell you it's not safe to lose control of your vehicle. It's not safe to let go. It's not safe to become nothing, because nothing means you die. And so oftentimes the physical body, the ascension symptoms that we feel is really the resistance in our physical being of letting go of that control and allowing ourselves to become less permanent slightly, but much less connected and attached to the idea of self versus other. When we start blending all aspects of selves with others, we realize, oh, we're all the same thing. We're all part of this source code. We're all part of this source energy that's flowing in to the planet and animating each and every one of us. So there's no difference between me and the leaf. There's no difference between me and that other person. And if that's true, the physical body can become alarmed and can cause the nausea or the headaches or the feelings of anxiety. There's been a lot of anxiety in people that I've noticed with all of this big energy coming in. So that's something that we can just sit with and tell ourselves, it's okay. It's okay to let go of control. It's okay to turn the control over and allowance and step into the freedom and the sovereignty of the I am presence, because you know that your soul always has your back. Your soul is your best friend. Your soul is always going to create the most benefit for you in relation to what it is you came here to do. So we came to walk the path of our soul. We came to accomplish certain things, to have certain experiences. But we didn't come to suffer. We didn't come to not be in joy. We came to have experiences and understand them for the value that they have, for the sake of experience, not for how rich they make us or how many friends we have or for how easy life is. It's really experience for the sake of experience. And it's also about how we're learning and growing. So if you start ascending and you start aligning yourself to these higher frequency energies, then you can continue that evolution. You can continue the journey of learning, but you don't have to do it in such a difficult way. You can do it with more ease and more grace, because as you move up the spirals of the stacks, then it becomes easier, and you start to have a tremendous amount of compassion as you move into a more non-dualistic state. You start to really feel the energy of others and recognize yourself within them. And you start to remember that everything you see around you is the reflection of your embodiment. It's the reflection of your I am presence moving through your physicality and your memories, your karmic memories, and reflecting back to you so that you can learn and grow and evolve. So that's where we find ourselves right now. We are human beings who are becoming more and more embodied. And the light of this particular solstice is incredible. It is so activating, and it's such a big push of light that it's basically burning a hole through those pancakes is the way that they showed it to me. So this light coming in with the solstice, which is already here, it's going to amplify to its highest maximum at the solstice on the 20th, if you're in the United States, or the 21st if you're on European time, or in some of the other locations that are Australia, New Zealand, you're going to be way ahead of us. But here in the States, it's on the 20th. And so that's where we're going to hit the maximum. But the light is already here. It's been activating us for weeks. And it's burning a hole through those pancakes and basically reaching down and lifting us up, giving the opportunity to align to this light and rise up through the pancakes. So today we're together to align our frequency, to activate our DNA, and to bring in the shape of the Merkaba to allow us to infuse our intentions into this divine vehicle of transformation, which is what the Merkaba is. And we're going to amplify our intentions for our own health and well-being, for our own abundance of joy and connection and oneness, and our feelings of love and community, and also for having everything we need to continue on our journey. Always to be known and taken care of by your soul energy, always to be known and taken care of by each other, and to create a harmonic community in which we can all share this energy, which we know that it is not about one person getting ahead versus the other. It's about all of us rising up together. And that's the opportunity now, and that's where we're headed. We're going to head into a much more community-based type of existence and expression. And I know not everybody on this planet is going to move at the same speed and is going to take the choice to align to these energies. But for every person that does and connects, hey, that's one more person that's aligning to that energy. Because when we use the Merkaba energy today to expand this frequency, it's going to have a footprint that is enormous. It's going to extend out from your body many, many feet, and we're going to intend it to flow throughout the planet. So it's going to have a big, big footprint, and our fields are going to overlap wherever you are located, wherever I'm located. I'm in the Pacific coastal region, and some of you are, I know, across the country. Some of you might be in Europe. Some of you might be down under. So all of us overlapping our Merkaba fields of energy with our intentions for peace and for collaboration, community, connection, caring, and expansion is going to be just amazing. So I appreciate you all being here with me today. And without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to bring the guides in, and this will be a channeled meditation and activation. So for you, all you have to do is allow these energies to flow through you. They'll give you some instructions along the way, and they will continue to guide you throughout the meditation as well. All right, here we go. Okay, to begin, please take some nice deep breaths in through the nose and down to the belly, really expanding out the belly, and then releasing out through the mouth. Continue breathing this way and allowing your body to relax, drop into your physical being, and create space for your higher presence to flow in. Good. We're now going to connect ourselves to both the earth energies as well as the solar energies, those cosmic energies that are aligned with source field, and the earth energies which are aligned with a beautiful dynamic expression of source in form as the earth, this abundant, verdant, beautiful being that she is. So imagine now that roots are flowing from your lower chakras and down through the floor and into the earth below you. The roots begin to flow down through Mother Earth and move through her layers effortlessly as if magnetically drawn down to her crystalline core. The roots flow down and you see at her core beautiful light there, and you see this enormous orb of blue light. And within that orb that is encompassing so much of the interior of Earth's body, your roots flow into this beautiful blue light, and it anchors your energy into that of Earth's. As you do so, we begin to send her our love and our gratitude, all of our appreciation for what she is and what she provides, and this beautiful opportunity we have to ascend with her through her experience. At the center of this blue orb, you see the shape of a tetrahedron with its point facing down. And a tetrahedron is basically a pyramid. So it's got the 4 points at its base, and it comes to the point at the top. And this blue tetrahedral shape is spinning in a counterclockwise direction. So spinning to your left. Okay. Now we bring our attention upwards and imagine a line of golden light moving through your central channel and up through the top of your head and up into the solar energies. Now, the solar energies include both our sun, Helios, and our galactic center. So they bring in all of the solar frequencies from our universe, from our galaxy. And as the light rises up into the heavens, you see a giant orb of golden light above you. And in this orb of golden light, you see a tetrahedron, and it is spinning This golden tetrahedron is spinning to the right. It is spinning in the clockwise direction. And this is the representation of the solar frequency, which is how we are embodying the I am presence within us. This is our expression. This is our action as physical beings. This is our becoming. Both of these orbs of light are streaming energy into our body, and they are coming together at our solar plexus and forming a ball of light there, mixing and merging perfectly the energies from the earth and the energies from the solar. Just feel into that energy as it opens up a gateway for you to embody more of your I am presence. And with that established now, we move up into the region of the heart and the high heart. And this region encompassing two vital chakras. We bring our intention into the center of this region. And we move into this center because this is your own galactic center. This is your connection into your soul frequency. This is the place where you touch into the I am presence within you. Breathe deeply into the heart. Good. And now we're going to begin the flow of the energy from the source star chakra, which is 3 above the crown chakra. And we're going to loop the energy between that chakra and through your hearts and up again, so that there's this field of energy, this white light flowing from the uppermost chakra and through your heart and looping back again. And we're going to start this flow accompanied by 2 other flows. We're going to now add in the soul star chakra, which is going to flow through your throat chakra. So there's a stream of golden light that comes from the soul star chakra, moves through the throat, and there's a portal in the back of your throat that is opening the aperture of cleansing and releasing karmic baggage, karmic stories, karmic overlays, and bringing you into the sovereignty and freedom of the embodiment of the I am presence of your soul. And this happens through the throat chakra because this is how we express ourselves in this plane of existence. We do it through the voice. So this stream of golden light comes through and loops back around, coming up. And the chakra in the middle is the ancestral star chakra. And this chakra sends a beam of beautiful orange light that comes down through the sacral chakra and loops back again, back up, and looping around. And this brings in all of the wisdom of all of your ancestral connections, whether they be elemental connections from the earth, from this realm, whether they be astral and galactic, whether they be angelic, ascended masters. It brings in all of the energies from all those beings who have walked with us through our journey as souls, all of your lifetimes, in all of your different expressions. And it brings all of that wisdom to flow through your creative center so that you align to the frequencies of what you have always been and what you will continue to become as you embody more and more of this energy within your field and in your structure. And we start these flows and allow them to progress through the body. And as they do, what begins to bud from the center of the sacred chalice of the heart chakras is a beautiful vine of glowing golden DNA, a helical structure that winds its way from the center of these hearts, and it flows up and it flows down and it flows from left and it flows to right, which is the seeding of the Christed consciousness within each and every one of us. And so now we begin to amplify that process within you. So breathe deeply, focus in your heart, and allow this process to unfold. Beautiful. The golden DNA amplifying its expression and amplifying its energy throughout your being, sharing its frequency with every strand of DNA in your body, and each and every etheric strand of DNA within your body, all activated 24 strands of your current cosmic DNA that is now available to you as a human. And it is the intention of this frequency of energy to bring this expansion to each and every one of you for your own personal expression and evolution. And as you do so, that you rise up through the bands of frequency and you know yourself as whole, and you know yourself as true embodiments of the divine that is within you, that has always been within you, that has always been your true essence. And that you share this with the world, and you share this freely and effortlessly through your energy. And as you do so, you align and maintain your frequency in the upper bands, and you rise into the fourth octave. And as you rise into the fourth octave, you know yourself anew as a being of transcendence and a being of unity. This brings harmony to the energy systems of the body. This brings harmony to especially the immune system, the thymus, that is constantly, diligently scanning your environment for signs of danger, for recognizing things that don't appear known. And it brings this vital organ into a whole new line of thinking and alignment with your higher self and the embodiment of unity, no longer miscalculating what is self versus other, no longer misreading threats where there are none, allowing your body to radiate its health and its vitality and its unity with that health and vitality. And so this expression of unity amplifies the benefits to your health, and it brings you into a serenity and a relaxed state, not only for your immune system, but your nervous system as well. No longer always scouting for the danger, scouting for the enemy. It's now knowing itself as safe, as whole, as unified. And within that field, there is inherent safety and there is inherent joy and freedom. Good. And we now move into the phase of interlocking this radiant frequency that is within us and infusing our intentions for the expansion of this radiant frequency through the Merkaba. So from up above us, we see the spinning golden tetrahedron, and it is much larger than you, and it begins to lower down and encompass your whole being, with the point coming down just above your head. And you see it spinning there in a clockwise direction. And from down below you, you see the large spinning blue tetrahedron, representation of the balance of the earth and all of our physicality. And it rises up to become one with the solar tetrahedron. And the two of them approach and merge and cross each other, creating this stellated tetrahedral shape, the star Merkaba. And this connects to this information point and grounding within us at the solar plexus, that point of connection that we created in the beginning. And from this source point within you that is activated now with the embodiment of your I am present, you send out a holographic field of energy into your bidirectional spinning Merkaba. The top spinning one direction, the lower portion spinning the other. And these spin speeds move faster and faster and faster. The top spinning at 34, the bottom spinning at 21 times. And they begin approaching the speed of light. And as they spin faster and faster and faster, we begin to embody and infuse more of our intentions of connection, compassion, community, abundance, acceptance. We begin to infuse that light and that energy from our core outward as the holographic field expands through that spinning Merkaba. One Spread your arms out on either side of yourself, feeling that energy transmission flowing out from the tips of your fingers out into the space around you, out into your home, out into your town, out beyond into your country, out beyond into the world, until each and every spin of the Merkaba is overlapping and blanketing our entire earth with this energy of compassion and love, abundance and joy, connecting to the DNA of every human who is in alignment with this energy and is accepting of this energy and is coherent. And we share our coherence with love with each and every being and animal and plant on this planet, with Earth herself, with all our cosmic friends and loved ones in spirit who watch over us. Breathing into the solar plexus, radiating outward. Flowing your energy. Endless stream of energy coming from the center of your being, radiating outward. Bringing the arms in now to the heart. Feeling this energy grounding and flowing through your heart. The still point of the connection into the divine DNA blueprint, radiating outward from your heart center, radiating outward from your soul, radiating outward from your I am presence. Breathe into that divine connection. You, each and every one of you, have so much angelic divine support around you at this time. We are being held by these energies, by these frequencies of love and divine recognition. We are remembering our true selves. This is not something you need to learn. This is something that is arising within you as a memory. It is your becoming. This is what you have journeyed here for. This is the reason to incarnate during this period of great change on the earth, for this period of becoming, to be the way showers for those who are still learning how to bring this alignment into their being, to share this alignment with others. You are, each and every one of you, loved beyond measure, cared for and nurtured beyond these realms. And it is our dearest wish that you know this to be true. And you feel this in your body, you feel this in your being to the core, in your heart. And we thank you all for being here and being with us, and for continually showing up for yourself and walking this path and this journey and expanding your awareness and moving up through the pancakes even when you have to eat them and do it the hard way. And know that it will become easier the higher you move up. And it's an exponential process that begins to accelerate the more and more you know yourselves as whole, as loved, and as true embodiments of your divine essence. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I hope you found that good in your body. And I mean, I feel amazing right now. I hope you do too. I always feel amazing when these guides come in and share that energy with us. There's been so much beautiful angelic energy around. I know I've said beautiful about 15 times today because it just is so beautiful. And it's so uplifting. And there's so much exciting, joyful experiences we have to look forward to. And even when the world seems like it's going a little bananas, it's just the revision of what has been held in resistance. And it is the letting go, the process of letting go of control, letting go of attachment to outcome. Do what you can. If you start to feel the anxiety rising in you, return back to this place within you, return back to your heart and your high heart, return back to your solar plexus, return back to the energies above you and below. Bring that Merkaba in from above, bring it up from below. Create that Merkaba shape, spin it, and send this energy of love out into the field. I would do it every day. I mentioned in my updates that I'm also doing an energy practice every day outside, and I cannot recommend this highly enough right now because the energy is so powerful and it can be really overwhelming. And I know it can cause a lot of anxiety as we learn to let go of control. And so I encourage each of you to go outside. Please get barefoot and connect to the earth, connect to the solar frequencies, and bring those into your body and do some kind of movement practice that helps you align your frequency. There are so many free Qigong routines on YouTube, and they really help. I've been practicing Qigong every morning, and you don't have to be an expert. Just find one on YouTube and practice it for a few minutes. It'll help align you, help getting the energy flowing, and it'll help bring you into a state of presence and calm. Then practice the 5 movements. And remember that when you're practicing the 5 movements, you are embodying your I am presence by doing that. And so that aligns you as well. And then you can do a meditation after that, and it will set the tone of your whole day, and it'll bring you into alignment, and you can keep moving up the pancakes that way. So make a daily habit out of it. Connect to the earth, connect to the sun. You can't go wrong right now. And watch things start to unfold for you, and the serendipity increases and accelerates, and the things that you've been working towards start to come into fruition. And I know that to be true. It's happening for me. It's happening to people around me who are following this formula, and it's not hard. Just go towards those things that bring you excitement and joy, and you really can't lose right now. Thanks so much, everyone, for being here. As always, I love connecting with you live. I'll keep doing these. I'm headed next week to Mount Shasta for the retreat. Super excited about that. We're going to be doing lots and lots of activations and lots of final releasing before that massive solstice energy comes in, and really looking forward to it. And then I'll be doing more live events here on YouTube, as well as sending the updates out. So let's keep in touch, and please send me any questions or feedback you have through email. If you want, you can reach me at info@jaylenetracy.com. I always love hearing from you. Love your comments. Always fun for me to connect with you guys, because it's a little one way when I'm talking to you, and it's so fun to hear back from you too. And I see your comments on the side, which I will read once we're finished. Okay, thanks so much, everybody. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Big hugs and love to you all, and I can't wait to do it again. All right, bye for now.